What we do with Inspire and Flourish isn't always a trackable thing. Our mission is simple. It is to support the most vulnerable among us, children struggling with health issues, and the animal rescue community. For the past year, COVID-19 and the pandemic has now given us the opportunity to work with the community where the children are for obvious reasons. But the animal rescue world still needs our continued growth, and we've been able to make a difference this year in this area. Simply put, we support our rescue community as the needs arise. We do this in a variety of ways. We provide supplies, distribute food, thousands of pounds at a time. We transport animals both locally and across the country. At times, we financially support bringing animals from unbearable situations in other countries to the United States and Canada so that they can have a life they deserve. We receive donations from the community and distribute it out to the rescues. We financially support special needs cases, and we work and volunteer at spay and neuter clinics. We take on individual projects to help our rescues complete their missions, and we put on special events to support their fundraisers as well. We are boots on the ground, and we try to put a pulse on the needs of the rescue community. They say it takes a village, and we think of ourselves as one of the villages. A few of our accomplishments from 2020. We partnered with 24 different rescue groups and organizations. We donated and or delivered dog and cat food to 6 different food shelves throughout Minnesota. We were able to participate in 8 events, all of them involving donations given. We donated money towards 10 special needs cases, both here and we participated in 6 multi-animal transports and provided financial support towards vetting of numerous animals. And we did multiple acts of kindness or donations every single month in the year 2020. Already this year, we have donated cages to 1 rescue, linens, blankets, and toys to another. We have donated funds towards 4 different special needs cases and participated and financially supported in 6 multi-dog and cat transports, one just as recently as yesterday. We partnered with Mutt Mutt Engine and were able to bring 2 beautiful souls from Arizona who needed a fresh start to a rescue here in Minnesota. Meeting them yesterday and knowing how wonderful their life is going to be made my heart happy. We rely on the donations from Mobile Memories photo booths and our just launched online store, Fashions for Furry Friends, and of course from you, our supporters. So the event tonight is to raise funds so we can help when help is needed, so that we can support our rescue partners when the needs arise. Please give generously and support the animals that you do not even know who might need your help in the future. Our hope is to inspire you so that we can all flourish. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the show.
Let's get the show started then.
Okay, here we go. Well, first of all, we want to start with our security team. We need to make sure that security is already in place so that everybody feels safe. Let's welcome Phoebe and Bubba. They're the boys and the girls, and they're checking out to see if we have any problems. Looks all good. Thank you, kids. Okay. Well, next, a fashion show would not be a fashion show without recognizing our next holiday, which is St. Patrick's Day. Look who we have coming. Let's bring them all out. We got Lily. We got Lizzie. This one's Lily. Lily's wearing a dress designed by Julie Lancaster of Boston Cup. Stuff for pets. And we've got Izzy. Izzy is our first rescue in our family. Okay, Lily, go back, sweetie. Okay. Come on, Izzy. Tommy's walking Izzy. And now we have Pino. Pino was rescued by his mom, Crystal. And Crystal got little Pino from Gemini Pit Bull Rescue, believe it or not.
That is the smallest pit bull I've seen.
Yeah. What a beautiful little boy. I fostered that dog and I love him. Okay. So with St. Patty's Day represented, we next are going to bring out our dogs that are wearing shirts. Look at our shirt. We have Mary. Mary is going to be walking, first of all, she is walking Otis. Otis is a rescue. It's actually called Mary's foster family. So Mary was fostering for a rescue and decided that she would keep this beautiful dog. We have a little story which we'll read on Otis a little bit later. Thank you, Mary. Okay, we have Bambino. Bambino is being represented also as a foster field with Mary. Mary runs M&M, just like it sounds, Rescue Partners. This is Bambino who came all the way from Puerto Rico with Mary. Mary actually picked him up, brought him back here, and needless to say, he lives with her now. We love Bambino. Hi, Bambino. Thank you. We have one more Chihuahua representing in a shirt. And it would be, I think we're waiting for Milo. Milo is almost 15 years old, Mary said. And she's had him all his life. He's strutting around in one of those nice little, I think they call them camp shirts. He's looking dapper today. Good job. Good job. See you later. And just to break it up, so girls don't always want to wear shirts, more of a jean shirt. You notice it's been blinged up so that she looks awfully cute with all the shiny little crystals. How you doing, Lucy? I think Lucy's about 7 now. Good job, Lucy.
Lucy wants to be on camera more. All right.
Okay. Now we know about the border battles, don't we? So here we have 2 dogs. Let's see which one's coming out first. I believe it's Zoe. Zoe.
See the value of smaller dogs. Take them out
Yes.
to walk if they don't.
So Jen is walking. How old is she now?
She's 4.5 months.
She's a 4.5-month-old Frenchie. And Jen loves the Packers, so her little dog is representing the Packers today. Hi, Zoe. So the border battle wouldn't be complete without a representative from the Vikings. So next we have Bubba. Once again, being watched by Kyle. Bubba, like I said, is from South Dakota. Look at him. Truth be told, I almost kept him myself. He's beautiful. Hey, Bubba. Very sweet chihuahua. Thank you, Bubba. Go Vikings. All right. Next, we're going to have a little bit more dress up. So first, we have Lulu. Now, Lulu is being represented by Miss Cole Finstead, who owns Princess Party Pals. She has a beautiful, not what we're used to, but a show dog. Look at this dog. There's Nicole walking her. She's going to show us some tricks, too. Look at her blinged up little dress that she has. Oh, good girl. Good girl, Lulu. So that dress was repurposed by Paul Allen Designs, and then it was all blinged up to represent for the show. Good girl. Okay, next we have Lily. Now Lily's wearing one of the dresses from our collection. It was made by a fellow dance mom. And Lily, come on Lily. Lily's walking in her beautiful dress. That's on the website. Hi Lily. Being walked by Katie. It's okay, Lily. Lily doesn't feel like walking. Good job, Lily. Oh, you're so pretty. Hi, Lily. Oh, Katie. Oh, nice. Okay, next we have Miss Cole. Feminine Rescue. Okay, we have Miss Phoebe. Miss Phoebe is wearing a raincoat. A little different this time. She's wearing it with a little matching necklace. A lot of necklaces are on her website as well. Here's Miss Phoebe. Miss Phoebe from Arizona. Look at her. She's so cute. She walks by Kyle. Come on, Miss Phoebe. Good job. What a good girl. Okay, now we have Milo. Milo, our 15-year-old Chihuahua. Come on, Milo. He's wearing another version of a raincoat. This is a raincoat you can get at any local pet store. Come on, baby. He's wearing his raincoat for those rainy days in Minnesota. Good job. Thank you, Milo. And the last of the raincoats actually we have Miss Maisie. Miss Maisie is wearing also a raincoat. She's being walked by Cindy. Miss Maisie loves Chihuahuas. They're her best friend. Good job, Miss Maisie. She'll say nice and dry in the April showers. Thank you. And lastly, just for this first section, we have our beautiful Great Danes. We have Grip, and Grip is being walked by Stephanie. Look at him. He's wearing a snood and one of our bandanas off our website. Yours being walked by Katie, also wearing a snood and one of our bandanas from our website. These dogs have been so wonderful today.
Hi, buddy.
And we're so proud to have them here. Well, thank you. So we're going to take a break now. And
We have to run away?
we have some videos, don't we?
Yes, we're going to show a video. All right.
Hi, my name is Carrie D'Amato. I am Executive Director of an organization called Pet Haven. Pet Haven is Minnesota's first foster-based rescue. We were established in 1952 when a group of animal welfare professionals identified that really good pets were unfortunately being euthanized in shelters due to shutting down and suffering from shelter stress. Almost 70 years later, we have continued this mission to work with shelters to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome pets in crisis. We have also started a crisis owner surrender program where we offer owners who have no other option but to surrender their pet an alternative to the shelter. We're really proud of the work that we do. Last year we were able to rescue 845 pets and help over 100 owners in crisis. We are so grateful for the rescue community and the work that all of you do. Hi, my name is Carrie D'Amato.
My name is Abby Gustafson. I am a board member and transport coordinator for the Lake Traverse Animal Rescue that is based in Sisseton, South Dakota. Our rescue is run completely by volunteers off of an Indian reservation, which is the Sisseton and Wahpeton Indian Reservation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next part is our review. I would like to introduce Carla, who is
and I am the president of the Great Dane Rescue of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And we also have the Great Dane Sanctuary that is located in Siren, Wisconsin. Our rescue program is a foster-based program where we take in Great Danes that typically need to be rehabbed and rehomed. We work purely on, I have to shout louder, English. We help build trust with them, structure, guidance, sometimes even old age. A lot of people ask us why. Why do you have a purebred Great Dane rescue? Why aren't these being surrendered to rescue? And a lot of it comes down to people just not being aware of what they're getting into when they get such a big dog. We also have a lot of terrible breeders out there as well that are not breeding Great Danes for the proper temperament. So you get owners that don't know what they are up against, and you get dogs that are produced without stellar health and temperament. So that's where we step in. We still think that all of these dogs deserve a wonderful life, and if we can help educate the community on the Great Dane breed, then that's what we're here for. I wanted to share just a success story of one of the dogs and how we were able to help her. The sanctuary typically takes in dogs that are not available for adoption, but we also have the space to take in dogs from shelters that can't go into a foster home. We took in a Great Dane Stella from a local shelter, and she was jumping fences, even at the shelter. She had been in 3 homes. She had broken through windows to get out of her home because her anxiety was so bad. So we took her into the sanctuary, and she was actually able to build pack mentality, fit in, confidence boost, and we were eventually able to get her stable enough to be in a home. She was adopted 2 years ago and has been thriving in her home ever since. It's stories like hers that really touch my heart and what we do. Part of the sanctuary also, almost exactly a year ago last week, was part of a devastating fire. So we have 2 buildings up at the sanctuary, and one of our buildings burned down. We cried. We lost everything. We lost 2 dogs. We lost all of our supplies that we had. Our bathroom, our kitchen, like everything was gone, literally to the ground. And it's taken a year to even get close to where we were before. We've been working our asses off, and pardon my language, but it has been so hard. So we really appreciate being here today, and for Stephanie to invite us as a part of the fashion show with Inspire and Flourish, because it really lets us share our story, get the word out, and get the funds that we need to continue doing what we do best. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Carla. And that's why we're here tonight. It's stories like that which is why Inspire and Flourish does what it does, because stories of dogs that looked like they were unadoptable before going to this sanctuary. Stories like that happen all the time, and unfortunately, when natural disasters like fires happen, we're not prepared. We didn't have a specialized fund in case half of the sanctuary burned down. And that's why we're here tonight, is to help fund that. So now, what I'm going to ask is that you look deep into your hearts and consider donating at a level that is meaningful for you. We want to continue helping nonprofits with animals, with children. We want to inspire them and help them flourish into the future. And so, our first level is the $500 level. The $500 level, if you would like to donate at the $500 level, we would love for you to go into the software, scroll down, and click on the donate button during the funding for the $500 level. That donation will help the sanctuary, the Great Dane Sanctuary, with rebuilding into the next year. Thank you so much for your donations. Our next level is the $250 level. If you would like to give at the $250 level, we would ask that you simply scroll down to the donation tab and click into and write at the $250 level. Thank you so much for your donations and your generosity. Thank you so very much. Our next level is the $100 level. And every dollar makes a difference. That's why we're asking again. Even if you cannot give $500, we'd like you to donate at whatever level is important or meaningful to you. You know, one of the things I noticed about tonight is I was always worried going into this about, oh no, there's going to be so many dogs. They're going to make so much noise. And I've heard one bark tonight. So we're at the $100 level right now. So if you would like to donate at the $100 level and help these Great Danes that have been so well cared for continue that level of care, please click at the donation tab at this time. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far and who donates at the $100 level. We cannot do this without you. The next level is the $50 level. If you would like to donate at the $50 level, please go down and click on the donation tab and donate at the $50 level. Thank you so much for your donations. Our final level is the $25 level. If you would like to donate at the $25 level, I would ask that you simply go down to the donation tab and donate at the $25 level. Thank you to everyone who has donated during this time. Thank you to everyone for your great generosity. And thank you so much to Carla for helping us learn about your Great Danes. Thank you so very much. And now we actually have a drawing. We spoke about in registration that there was a drawing coming up for the first 100 people registered would get a $50 gift card, would be entered into a drawing. And so right now I'm going to ask Raquel to join me on stage, and we're going to draw a number, I'm going to draw a number, and the person, we will connect the person who is lucky number 17 for registration. The 17th person will get that Costco $50 gift card. Thank you so very much. Now let's start with the second half of the show, correct? Okay.
Thank you, Mike. So, we have our adoptable dogs. So let me tell you a little bit about them. So first of all, as you go to your website, if you go to our website, you'll see down the bottom there are 3 rescues that we're highlighting today. The first one is Great Face. Great Face is an organization that represents usually about 7 years and above. So we're going to start with Thurman. Where is Thurman? So, are you looking for the love of your life who will give you all of his attention? How about the sweetest boy who sometimes uses a wheelchair to get around and is beginning to gain mobility back in his hind legs? Well, then Thurman is your guy. Look at him. Thurman is so sweet and needs a family that is able to help him get around and give him lots of attention. He would prefer a home without toddler-age children who may be trying to grab him. Thurman's perfect day would be spending time outside in the wheelchair to explore the yard and find sticks to chew on, laying in the sun, and then enjoying some couch life, snuggles and attention. Thurman is ready to be your best friend. He loves other dogs and all people. Hi, Thurman. Thurman is a 6-year-old lab mix. He weighs about 53 pounds. Are you his current foster? I am. Okay. And your name? Jackie. More information on Thurman is on Great Basin's website. If you're interested in adopting Thurman, please go to the website, fill out an application, and they will make things start happening. So Thurman, very nice to meet you, sweetie. You are gorgeous. Yes, you are. Thank you for being here and being so patient with us tonight. Thank you, Jackie. Okay. Our second dog is Dizzy. She is called Little Miss Dizzy. We have Steve walking her. Not only does she take the best photos, we just have the model for Dizzy, but she's very sexy, 10-year-old young gal. Here she is, and she's on the quiet side. She's being walked by the executive director of Pet Haven, Mrs. Carrie. She rarely speaks and prefers to just give you a look to let you know what she needs. Vivian was surrendered to a rural shelter that had very few adoptions, so the shelter life was hard on her. So Pet Haven was happy to welcome her into foster care. She is excellent 16-pound cuddler and loves being pet and scratched behind the ears. Vivian does not like being picked up and held, so she prefers just to sit next to you and be cuddled. So if you're interested in adopting an older soul like Vivian, you can reach out to the Pet Haven website and fill out an application for her. Or if you have any questions, you can share inquiry with them. She loves to meet new people and other dogs, so she sounds like a perfect fit for any family. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you are so sweet. Nice to meet you. And thank you for your patience today. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have this down here? We did have Luna. Luna had some distractions today and it's been a little under the weather, but just to tell you a little bit about Luna, she was on her website. She's also a dog that has some problems with her hind legs, so she's in a wheelchair as well. And the good news is, as of today, Luna was adopted. She was still planning on coming to our show, so you can see that these special needs dogs make wonderful companions in any home, and they're usually adopted out. So if you find it in your heart to open your home to a dog with special needs, they will touch your heart as well. Okay, next we have Wags and Whiskers. So we're going to start with who do we have? Bullseye? We got Bullseye coming up. This handsome fellow that you're going to see is a 1-year-old pit bull mix, currently up for adoption through Wags and Whiskers. He has just recently came to Minnesota from down south to start a new happy chapter in his life and find his forever family. His physical scars and limitations might tell a sad story, but he is one happy boy. He exudes joyfulness and aims to please. He loves everybody, loves to pay, and especially loves to cuddle. This is Kristen with Wags and Whiskers. These dogs have been so patient waiting through our technical difficulties today, but you can tell that they're beautiful dogs. Thank you so much, honey, for being patient, and thank you for coming. If you're interested in adopting Bullseye, once again, you can go to the website Wags and Whiskers. It's on our website as well. Last but not least, we have Winston. He's a 10-year-old dachshund who loves to cuddle and take naps. He loves burrowing under your blanket and sleeping right up next to you. But he also loves taking walks so he can smell everything. Being outside when it's warmer is his favorite, and he can stay out there all day. He doesn't stay right here. But if it's cold, his paws might get a little bit cold, so he just wants to wrap up and be nice and warm next to you and give you snuggles. So anyway, once again, this dog, Winston, is up for adoption. There's lots more information on Winston, a little bit about him, and this is his foster mom.
I'm just a volunteer today.
Oh, a volunteer with Wags and Whiskers. So, but if you have any interest in adopting Winston, there's more information on the website. He'd make a wonderful companion. Once again, these dogs have been so wonderful, so patient. Hi, Winston. Oh, you are so beautiful. So, and you can see he's pretty calm.
Very tall.
And he just likes to sleep in his foster parents' bed. What a perfect, beautiful dog. Once again, he is up for adoption at Wags and Whiskers. Feel free to go to the website, fill out an application, and go through the process. Okay, now we're going to go on to the second half of our direction show. Okay. Okay, here we go. Just a little information on some of my other little ones. Okay, so we're going to start with Milo. Let me tell you a little about Milo. Chihuahua, his mom says, and he loves people. He just turned 15 in January and is enjoying retirement by taking naps in the sun and lounging on a heating pad. He demands snacks often since his mom works from home due to COVID, and she gives in to his demands, of course. How can you resist that phase? Just a little story on him. Almost all of our dogs are through the rescue program. We have to throw in some other dogs as well, just, to not, play favorites, but most of our dogs have been rescued through, unfortunately, some terrible situations. Okay, we have Miss Maisie coming out. Once again, Miss Maisie was from down south. She's being walked by Cindy. She is wearing a purple winter coat with a matching scarf to keep her neck warm. Coat goes on with Velcro, comes off real easy, and that coat is available on our website. So, and Miss Maisie is about how old now, Cindy? 2.5. 2.5 from the Animal Humane Society, and she's living life. We love you, Maisie. Good girl. Her favorite and best friends. She does live with a mastiff, but her chihuahuas are her best friends. Oopsie.
Little one girl
Note
now
to self.
fashion.
Yes. Okay. Okay, we have two of our beautiful, beautiful Great Danes coming out. Now, I don't know if you know this, but this is Grip. And Grip, let me tell you a little bit about Grip. You know the clothes that the Great Danes are wearing are specially made for them, as you can see why. So Grip is being walked by Stephanie. He's 4 years old, and he was a private rescue. He came into Stephanie's care terrified of the world and has learned how amazing it is to be loved. Look at this dog. This dog is terrified, and look at him now. This beautiful handmade coat just for him. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Grip. And thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Come on. So that means, of course, we're going to be followed by Brewer. Now, Brewer has his owner, Katie. He's also 4 years old and was another private rescue. Once again, his coat has been handmade just for him. He came into Katie at Angel's home full of worms and sick. He is now thriving and has earned his CGC title. He's such a good boy. I think that's the Canine Good Citizen Award, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. What a good job, Brewer. He has been so patient, been here all day, and has done really well with all the small dogs. Thank you, Brewer. Let's see. We now have onto some of our accessories. Now we know clothing is adorable. We all love it, but accessories have come a long way. So we're going to start out, first of all, with Otis. Now, tell you a little bit about Otis. Look at him. He's wearing a belly band, which is what little dogs or big dogs have to do when they're needed sometimes to prevent accidents. He's also wearing a very special handmade crochet neck warmer. He was abandoned in a trailer park and left to fend for himself for months outside. As a result, he sustained some frostbite damage and was very malnourished at 3 pounds. He was rescued by his mom, Mary, a year ago and has since put on half his body weight and now weighs just over 6 pounds. He lives in a lap of luxury and enjoys a raw diet, fur blankets, and sleeping under the covers. Gotta keep those conversations going when we're going live. Okay, now, jackets, we've seen coats, we've seen belly bands. Let's take a look at, we have another belly band. That's right, so sorry. That's what happens when you go live. We have Bambino. Bambino, once again from Puerto Rico. He's showing another way to wear a belly band. You can wear a belly band and still look jacket. Look at him in his belly band and his cute little bow tie that just slips right over his collar. Once again, walking with one of our rescue partners, Mary's Kelly. And we love Bambino. Thank you, Bambino. You're sweetie boo. We're going to take a quick break here and go to Hey. Oh, you're not? Oh, no, maybe come on. Okay. So sorry. Okay, now we're going to go into another version of accessories. So, we have harnesses. Harnesses are a wonderful way to walk your dog with a little something other than a collar. So we're going to start with Phoebe. Now Phoebe's wearing what it was a handmade harness. Nothing special about it. It's decorative. It's cute. It actually is reversible. So around if she wants. Or she's wearing a cute little necklace that she loves. This is our little girl that Phoebe is from Arizona, was brought up here and rescued through Homeward Bound. So that's Miss Phoebe in her harness. Cute way to decorate your dog without having to wear a collar. But what if bling is your thing? And we've got Miss Lily. Now Lily's wearing a harness, but her harness is blinged up. It's mesh, so it's lightweight. It's nice and cool for warm days. But Lily, look real close. Lily is wearing not only the harness, but the matching leash that's also blinged up. So,
Lily wants to look at
thank you, Lily. We'll go back to Miss Katie. Lily was a rescue from California. She was adopted from the Animal Humane Society. She's part of the rescue program that brings dogs from California, the streets of California, that is, to Minnesota to find loving homes. Now, let's say that bling was cute. But what if you want more bling? Then we have Miss Coco. Come on, Miss Coco. Miss Coco is being watched by her owner, Tyler. And look, if you look up close, once again, that's one of my dogs. Coco harness was also blinged up. So, blinged up so that she's got some decorations on. Okay, Tyler.
Hi, Coco.
Okay. Well, harnesses are a great way to show off a little bit of fashion, but you know, you can still have a hook on them so that you can walk your dogs. But if you're a boy dog, you don't want all that bling. So then we have Mr. Bambino. We have Mr. Bambino ready? He's also wearing a reversible harness with that cute little hat. Since he's from the South, we thought it was cute that he wore a little hat. And he's walking once again with Mary. You see? Beautiful, beautiful boy. Puerto Rico, that's where he's from. We will hopefully be doing a rescue effort in Puerto Rico in the next year, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, Miss Mary. Now we're going to have a little break and watch some.
Hello, I'm Sally with Mutt Mutt Injun. We were founded in 2019 to help people on the front lines of animal abuse, abandonment, neglect, and overpopulation find placement and happy endings for the dogs that they help, and to support rescuers on the front lines who are working to change culture and find and create a better world for dogs and cats. In 2019, by using travelers to bring dogs from Mexico back to the United States, where rescues were willing to welcome them, to give them a better chance at life, and to relieve those rescuers who were on the front line, struggling for every resource, placement, and happy endings for the dogs they were helping. So we started hosting spay and neuter clinics. When COVID hit, we retooled. We started stocking food shelves. This is in the United States and in Mexico and Costa Rica as well.
Okay, we are back. So once again, looking at accessories. Remember the cone of shame? Well, they're a lot better looking these days than they used to be. So we're going to start out, we're going to bring out all three dogs walking right after each other. We've got Miss Lucy, and Lucy's wearing a cone of shame. Lucy's wearing a cone of shame that shows that, hey, it doesn't have to be ugly anymore. Lucy's got hers from online. She's once again the animal from Animal Humane Society. And walking behind Lucy is Miss Zoe. Miss Zoe with Jen. She is where she evidently doesn't want to walk. Her cone of shame is a little frog. So we can have some diversity when we're wearing our cones of shame after surgeries. It's just to prevent them from doing some unnecessary licking. Thank you, Miss Zoe. And then of course we have Miss Coco. And Coco's wearing okay. Okay, Miss Coco is wearing the cone of shame as well. boys. We're going to start out with the little ones. We've got Miss Izzy wearing a pair of pajamas. In case your dog is cold at night and you want to put a little pair of pajamas on him, we've got Miss Izzy walking. Miss Izzy is 13. We've got Bubba walking. Come on, Bubba. There's Bubba wearing his pajamas. We've got Lulu wearing her pajamas. Come on, Miss Lulu.
Oh, cute.
Look at Lulu does a special trick. Let's see if his mom can show how that trick is. Let's do the high five on Miss Lulu. Good job. And then, of course, we've got our two great days. Once again, we're going to see Grip and Brewer. And you little ones can go back down. We'll walk them up. We'll just walk past them. And because they take up so much space, we can be totally right here. And once again, the Great Danes clothes are specially made for them. So you are seeing Brewer, and you're seeing Grip. This one is Grip. Come on, Brewer. Come on out, baby. Look at those pajamas. So if you have a dog that is cold and it's nice, you need to put him in some pajamas. Look at that dog. How cute is that? Good job, you guys. Good job. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. Okay, next, on a cold spring night in Minnesota, we need a little warmth. So we're going to start with Mr. Pino. There he is. He's got him all dressed up as Kristen does. He's wearing a neck scarf. Look at that, handmade crochet neck scarf, just to keep him warm on those cold nights. Isn't he gorgeous? You can stay right there, Miss Crystal. Let's bring out Maisie. Maisie is wearing a snood. Look at her. Look how cute she is. She's wearing a handmade snood as well as the dogs were earlier today. And that is adorable. That just keeps her neck and her ears warm. And then, stay there, Miss Cindy. We're going to bring out, lastly, Miss Izzy. And here comes Izzy. So, oh, we still have her in her jammies. Oh, there's Miss Izzy. Miss Izzy's wearing her jammies and a little handmade outfit that you can find on Etsy as well. Here's her little hat and her little snoot. Oh, there we go. Good job. Okay. Okay, you guys can walk out. Make sure all the dogs stay in their last outfit. We'll do one last walk all the way through. So in Minnesota, we need winter coats, don't we? So our next group of dogs are going to be in some winter coats. We're going to start out with Mr. Otis. Mr. Otis, our 15-year-old Chihuahua, wearing a gray faux fur winter coat. Oh, he's not our 15-year-old. I'm so sorry, Mary. That's our 2-year-old, right? Yeah, see, Otis? Nice to see you. Next we have Lucy. Where's Miss Lucy? Here comes Lucy. Look at Lucy. Lucy's wearing a faux fur coat that has been laid just on the neckline to add a little sparkle. We have Lulu. Let's take Lulu so that we have a little bit of time here. Lulu, come on out. She's ready. Oh, she's not, so we can walk back. Trick change.
Hi. He just likes the camera.
So we have small, medium dogs, large dogs here today. We have one small and one large. They're going to be wearing a puffer coat. Let's see which one comes out first. We've got Lulu and Pino coming out with their puffer coats.
One thing we haven't mentioned yet is that we actually also have, most of you might have noticed, we have the silent auction that is live on the Trellis website. That will be open until Sunday. So if you haven't checked it out yet, now is a great time to check it out, or after the event. And please keep checking in on your items, as the auction will go after our event all the way to Sunday. And all of the money being raised on that will be donated to Inspire and Flourish.
And also, don't forget to go to our brand new, just recently launched online store, known as the same as this, you guys, our puffer coat contestants, our puffer coat models ready? Come on out if you're ready. Oh, here we go. There's Miss Sue. Now, this particular coat was recently seen on the streets of New York, and the dog was considered a top model just wearing this particular coat. Oh, there she is. Look at her. She's perfect. So while we're waiting for our next dog, I wanted to introduce you to Nicole. She runs an organization called Princess Party Pals, and she brings children's entertainment activities and lots of fun things to children all over the world and locally. She does parties, corporate events, everything you can possibly think of where you need to have a theatrical type person come to the event. So you can go to princesspartypals.com and look into a little bit more about what she does for so many beautiful children out there. Thank you so much. Our next one will be Pino. Come on, little guy. So that's our medium-sized dog, and here's our little one. Come on, baby boy. Believe it or not, she loves this coat. He's just like, just not used to wearing it. Look at him, he's so cute. I love this little guy. This is Pino. His Streets of New York Ranger Puffer Coat. Thank you, Miss Crystal. Okay, we're going to end the show with two of our little dogs. We have Miss Zoe, who is wearing a harness dress. So if you like a dress and you like a harness, you can do a harness dress. And she's walking again once into a crowd. She's going to try. This is once again Jen. She is our lawyer who set up our nonprofit. If anybody is looking for a lawyer in the nonprofit world, she's your best bet. Jen Urban, Legal for Good, with Miss Zoe. This is her second friendship, by the way. Thank you so much, Jen, for your participation. And then lastly, we have Izzy. Izzy's the reason why I love Chihuahuas. My 13-year-old Izzy, come on, is being worn an outfit by Julie Lancaster, who also graciously donated to our organization tonight. And Miss Izzy is wearing one of her custom-made gowns. Thank you, Miss Izzy. Once again, a dress and a harness in one. Thank you so much. Bye, Izzy. Okay, Mike, where are we at now?
Well, I just wanted to highlight one more time that if you scroll down on the Trellis website, you will see the three nonprofits that we are focusing on for adoptions. Okay? Those are Gray Face, Pet Haven, and Wags and Whiskers. And I want to, if you want to adopt some of the dogs you've seen or many other ones, please go to those websites right now or over the next days to learn more information about these great dogs, these very well-behaved dogs, and how you can give them a home. But there's one person I definitely want to thank who hasn't been thanked yet, and that is Stephanie, who's put this whole thing on. So I wanted to thank her one more time before we did that, and she gave a kind of the closing, and we watched a video one last time before the end of our event.
And once again, thank you. Thank you for helping us raise money for Inspire and Flourish so that we're able to help out wherever we can, whenever we need it. And thank you so much for helping us raise the much needed money for the Great Dane Rescue of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Minnesota and Wisconsin because they have fosters here and in Wisconsin and their sanctuary is based there. We have a gift for them. Do you want to bring us one of the beds over there real quick? Also, they are in the rebuilding process. They need so much help rebuilding out their sanctuary. If you're interested in donating your time, if you have a skill, or any extra money in your pocket, you can help them, please go to their website. There's information on how you can donate your time. You can let us know, or you can go right to them and let them know. One of our volunteers, one of our board members, made 7 of these blankets or beds with matching fleece blankets because they lost all of their stuff in the fire. And there's 7 beautiful dogs, 6 boys and 1 girl who live out at the sanctuary. So we're hoping that Carla, want to come up? Carla will take these home with her and at least give them someplace warm and clean. We appreciate everything that she is doing. So this is just one of them, and they're all over there. So she will be taking those home with her today. Thank you so much. We also, if they adopt the dogs, that we have some gifts for them. But I guess we should just let you all go because you've been so patient and waiting with us and sticking through this. We're all in this together. 2020 has taught us that we're doing things for the first time, and thus this. We're really hoping to be back in person next year, where we can have our 3rd fashion show, be in a venue where not only do you see beautiful dogs walking, but you see dogs all over the place, and it makes for a fun time. So, once again, thank you. I wish you could see behind the scenes what I see of the people that have come to this here today. And all my rescue partners out there, we love you. We love all you supporters, and stick with us. Do what you can and give back. We can all flourish if we can inspire each other to live. Thank you so much. One last time. Come on, all of you. Come on up. Stay right there. Stay right there. Pick up your dogs if you want. Take a look at them one last time. Pick them all up, everybody. Take a look. Yes, I know we have 12.
I want to see them pick up the Great Danes.
Come on out, everybody. Come on out. Come on out. Maybe somebody gets in the front. Somebody sit in the front. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful photo. That's all of them. Can you get them all in there?
So we're going to try and get up here. So give us just a second. Bear with the shaky audio for a second. I'm going to take it off so we can get the whole group in. Okay. All right, well, here.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank you all. I love you. I love you.
You're doing great.
I wasn't born with a pedigree. I was on my own from the age of 3. It wasn't always easy living on the street, but I managed to survive till you rescued me. My skin was thick, but my heart was sweet. I hid it where no one could see. I hid my hope, I hid my dreams, I hid it all till you rescued me. You took me in, you cleaned me up, from a dirty dog to a lucky pup. You taught me how to trust again. You made it safe for me, my friend. A rescue dog is a beautiful thing. His His heart remembers where he used to be. Every day's a pleasure, every day's a treat, every day's a treasure since you rescued me. You took me in, cleaned me up, from a dirty dog to a lucky pup. Taught me how to love again. You made it safe for me, my friend. A rescue dog is a beautiful thing. His heart remembers where he used to be. Every day's a pleasure, every day's a treat, every day's a treasure since you rescued me. Every day's a treasure since you rescued me.